Well, it was a great feeling actually, because I didn't tell anyone around me at a particular time, and I just kept it to myself, and I thought, well, I've got 6 numbers in my pocket that are worth £9 million, you know, and just grinned to myself really. I mean, it's just a fantastic feeling, you know.
Of course, in the end, you shared the lottery jackpot that week, but it was at £2.8 million, which is not bad. What's the reaction when you go down to the post office and see your mates and buy a ticket?
Everybody wants to come up and natter to you, and whereas they would talk to you like 2 or 3 minutes normally of an evening, they stay and talk to you like 15 minutes. You know, and it takes up most of the evening, just chatting.
You run the antiques business here. What state was the business in financially before you won?
I was seriously thinking about doing something else and going into another venture, because it was I just never had the money to finance the export side.
And were you nearly bankrupt?
Well, bankrupt as in cash flow, yes. But on paper, I think I could get away with just being solvent, just with the skin of my teeth.
Would you say then that winning the lottery has given you the chance to be the wheeler dealer you always wanted?
Well, yeah, definitely a wheeler dealer in a lot bigger ways. Well, I bought this 72-bedroom accommodation block, which was used for the nuns and the borders of Notre Dame. It's cost me just under £1 million.
It's an awful lot of money out of your 2.8 million you've spent. You've spent about 2 million of it already.
Yeah, I know, I've spent just over 2 million. I think the alarm bells have started ringing in a minute.
I should think they are, because I mean, and you've not spent it on fancy cars and fancy houses and holidays. You spent it on what you see as business propositions.
Well,
yeah?
That's right. I've not spent a lot of money on myself at all. I don't think I've spent £20,000 on myself. But I'm not a flash type of guy, really.
And you see these stories of people who win the lottery, win the pools. That money can make them unhappy. It's not going to do that to you?
No, if they've got a problem, all they've got to do is send me the cheque, and I'll invest the money for them.
We don't know what it takes to get along. Let's go, we're in the...
Well, that's what Mike's doing with his money, and there you can see Ross. Ross is at Plymouth Sound Radio, and about Mike's other dream, where it's about to come true, Ross. So what is that big dream?
Morning, Eamon. The dream, as if winning £2.8 million on the lottery was not enough. Mike's other dream is to be a pop star, and thanks, as you say this morning, to Plymouth Sound, to the DJ Alan Fletcher. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning. Nice to have you.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
And Mike here. That dream is about to come true because you've made a single, haven't you, Mike?
That's correct, yes.
And is it true that it was the lottery money that allowed you to make this single?
Yes, without the lottery money, it couldn't have never been financed.
And it's called?
It Could Be You.
How appropriate, because that is, of course, the lottery slogan. Can you give us a bit of a build-up, a bit of a DJ build-up, and let's hear a bit of the song, Alan?
No problem. This is the song that we've been playing on Plymouth Sound FM for quite some time now. It's a big hit in Plymouth, could be a big hit everywhere. It Could Be You. Listen to this.
Oh, very good, just a flavour.
Nice, that's good.
Catchy, certainly. What made you decide to write your winning lottery song about winning the lottery?
Well, I just had an idea, and it just came to me out of the blue. And I went to a friend of mine, Phil Lean, who's produced and sang the song, and we've done the lyrics together, and it's come out with an end product which I think is fantastic. But without the lottery money, we could never finance it. It would never happen without winning the lottery.
I suppose this is the whole thing, isn't it, Mike? I mean, this week we're celebrating the lottery's first birthday. Is it, for you, about making dreams come true?
Well, yes, it is. I mean, everything seems to be coinciding together. Everything just seems to be falling together like 6 numbers. You know, in fact, when the 6 numbers came up, I think it's the only time my books have ever balanced up.
Now listen, Mike, lots of debate this week about the lottery. I know, for example, down here in Plymouth, especially and certainly in the southwest, they've done extremely well for lottery winners. 3 millionaires in the same pub in Plymouth alone, one of whom was Mike here. But a lot of talk about maybe the big wins being too much. How do you feel about capping lottery prizes?
No, I don't think that it should be capped, really, because I don't think it's fair on all the people that have actually invested their money over the last 12 months, and you know, they would just sort of really lose all the hope. I mean, their dream is to actually win maybe 2 or 3 million, and they've invested their money over 12 months, and I think to take that away from them, I think it's wrong. But the actual capping, I don't think it should be, it's the right thing to do, you know.
Well, certainly with 2.8 million in your bank account, you're not going to go there.
No.
Mike, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank
a
you.
very special thank you to Alan Fleckner this morning on Plymouth Sound and all the Plymouth Sound listeners.
You're welcome.
And back
Nice to have you here.
This is the first time I've been on 2 programmes at the same time.
Only one
But we
thing.
don't get double the wages,
No, you
that's
don't,
for
no.
sure. Okay, back to you in the studio.
Simultaneous broadcasting there, Ross. Excellent. Very good.
And we're under no
Modern technology
delusion
is
now
best.
that Plymouth
Right.
Sound is on 97
I think we know
FM.
with Alan and his show there.